Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support. The churches of Kenya are now having fear as all political fundraising activities has been cancelled across the Republic of Kenya. This just after the Gen Zs has already sent their news or their messages to different churches across the Republic of Kenya. One of the political church fundraising activities, like for example of Oscar Sudi at St. Matthew SEK Eldoret, cancelled after the Gen Zs intervened and saying that these politicians must not be allowed in our churches to take over by bringing a lot of money, but they are corrupt. Secondly, I analyzed a video of the church event that was to happen at Lavington Church in Nairobi, where my First Lady, Rachel Ruto, was the guest of honor. Now, that event has been cancelled. This comes as now Gen Zs are now pushing hard to keep away these politicians from the pulpits. And this is the message.
For that report now, several churches in the country have been forced to cancel the planned fundraisers after the Gen Z demonstrations now, and the EU threatened to rein in on them if they continue to accommodate the politicians. Now, the youth sent messages to church leaders warning them against inviting politicians in fundraisers, claiming the money dished out by the political class could have been siphoned from the public coffers. Catherine Imuraget with that report.
In a moment led by Kenyan Mwambili Mwagodi and which has been named #CleanTheAltar, the residents of Mombasa are calling and sending messages to various bishops and church leaders, asking them to cancel their invitations to the president and other politicians. On Thursday night, Mwagodi wrote a message to the pastor of Lavington United Church, where First Lady Rachel Ruto was expected to attend the charity event. According to him, the contributions dished in churches by politicians is taxpayers' money siphoned from public coffers. In the message that has spread widely on social media, Mwagodi informs Pastor Simon Mutahi that he and his colleagues will attend the event and concludes by wishing him blessings. Pastor Mutahi responds to the young man by informing him that the charity event has been postponed and invites Mwambili and his colleagues to join them in worship, an answer that satisfies Mwambili and other Kenyans on social media. In order to avoid being visited by these Gen Z youths, the priest asks Mwambili to help him distribute a poster showing the postponement of the event, which he is willing to do. In the same breath, the ACK St. Matthew's Cathedral of Eldoret has also cancelled a fundraiser held for this Sunday. The fundraiser, which had invited a host of politicians, purposed to raise funds for the completion of the perimeter wall and construction of a Sunday school block. At the same time, the Association of Churches NCCK has urged the government through the National Parliament and President William Ruto to reconstitute IEBC in order to facilitate the efforts to overthrow the parliamentarians who went against the expectations of many Kenyans. It has also issued guidelines to be followed by politicians who will attend churches, has condemned the actions of the police using excessive force against the protesters.
We don't want them to be allowed to speak inside the congregation or the church. We don't want them to come and dish out money as well. If our politicians want to hold their rallies, there are enough stadiums in this country. They can go and rally their people there. We are urging every pastor in this country that they need to listen to the voice of the young people. The young people are saying that pastors are desecrating the altars and places of worship, and it is time for them to put their house in order. I think the message is clear, and as NCSK, we received that message from the young people.
The action of Gen Z youth may change the way leaders interact with churches in the country. Catherine Imuraget, KTN News.
A new group of protesters.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think you have watched how the Gen Zs are now giving these individuals pressure in Statehouse. And they are not cooling down any soon. This battle must bear a fruit in this country. They so like our parents, they don't know anything. And they have been always having this behavior of fooling our parents. But now, remember, the Gen Zs are educated. They are graduates. Some of them are having jobs. And one thing they are talking about is that we must speak about the leadership of this country. It has been so long, some issues has been there, and it has not been corrected. Our prayer now is these politicians must not play politics in our pulpits across the Republic of Kenya. Let the church remain independent. Let them not interfere with our churches. And again, we are giving warning to these bishops, reverends, pastors, canons, fathers, priests across the Republic of Kenya. Please be independent, or else unataka usalimiwe na jinsi na utasalimiwa. This is nothing. It is not a play here. And this must be dealt with. And those who are feeling like the Gensis are playing, then we are going to deal with them sacafoniously. So eventually, it is not going just to be a drama. It is going to be systematic. Peaceful, no drama, no chaos. Please, politicians, stop playing politics in our churches. Let our churches remain a place of worship, not a place of politics. Our churches is not parliament. I think we have stadiums, we have fields where these politicians can organize their meetings. And purely it is about politics. Let not be now church being part and parcel of these politicians. The church must be independent. And that is the cause that Jesus are now saying that we are not going to cool down any soon. And our fight is going to continue until further notice. And that is why they are being warned, we are not going to tolerate you. We are not going to just sing a lullaby. Action must speak louder. And we've already started it. And so, way forward, the politicians must not politic in our churches. Let our churches be a place of worship. That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, as the pressure is now being mounted in Statehouse, as they are fearing that now they will not be having a platform in our churches to politic, what do you think? Is it a right decision? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Bye-bye till we meet in another video.